Today we're in the Lake District, a place called Grasmere. We're going to walk from the car park in Grasmere up to Alcock Tarn and make it around. So we're in the car park at Grasmere now, and this car park's free until further notice. So we're turning left out the car park up towards Dove Cottage. As you can see, it's slightly misty. That's coming off the lake, but we'll soon be climbing. At the roundabout, walk straight over between the buildings, but just before we do, this is the 20th of January, 10:30 in the morning, and as you can see, the mist keeps coming and going. That's the hills to our left. And let's just show you Grasmere now. Believe it or not, somewhere in the mist, about 300 yards away, is Grasmere. And that's what we're looking at. It's beautiful in real life. At the side of the roundabout, before we go over, there's a sign saying Grasmere is open. So we're heading towards Dove Cottage now. We pass Dove Cottage on our left hand side and keep heading straight forward, going slightly uphill. As you can see, it's just a bit misty for now, but we'll come out of that. This stone, along with others in the Lake District, was used to support the coffin while the bearers rested. Just past the resting stone, you'll see houses on your left hand side and on your right. We turn left at the fork, uphill. Signpost says Alcock Tarn. So that's where we're going, up there somewhere. So we've just turned round for a minute to give you the view. We're going to turn back round and keep heading uphill now. We walk uphill a couple hundred yards till we come to a right hand bend. We turn left there on the gravel track. Signpost says Alcock Tarn. We're out the mist now, into the sunshine. That's looking to our right hand side. Looks like we're in for a good day. So we just keep heading forward, following the track. We come to an iron gate, National Trust sign, Brackenfell. We go straight through. Well, on the gate we've just come through, there's a sign saying the bridge has washed away on the way down towards the White Swan. We're going to do the walk anyway, and if we can't get over, we'll scrap the film. We'll be disappointed if we have to turn back. It's a fantastic day for walking, nice and crisp with a bit of frost, plenty of light with sunshine. We just keep heading forward. We're going through a second gate now. So we just keep steadily making our way up the track. We pass a tiny man-made pond on our right-hand side as we make our way up. We're starting to come out the tree line now. We look to our left-hand side. Well, there we are. That looks pretty good with the snow on top. We keep going a bit higher. As we head forward, we pass a seat on our right hand side. There's the path just on the right. And as you can see, it's brilliant sunshine out here. And there's no wind at all. It's a great day for being out on the fells. We keep going. And that's just as we've come round the corner. As we make our way uphill, we're going through another tiny gate. It says Alcock Tarn, but just to the left of there, you've got another seat. There's the view. That looks pretty good. And again. And then over the lake. I can't turn around anymore because the sun's right behind me. But it's nice and warm on your back. Well, when we started our walk a couple of hours ago, as I showed you, you couldn't see Grasmere. There's the car park. And there's Grasmere. It's as clear as a bell now. Well, another 10 minutes or so, we should be at Alcock Tarn. We're still climbing up. We keep going. We're not far off the tarn now. We cross over this tiny bridge. That's been slow the last sort of half an hour getting up, but we're here now. Look at that for a view. Well, that was quite slippy the last sort of 100 yards with the frost. The sun hadn't thawed it yet and we were slipping on the compacted ice. Windermere's in front of us. That's looking to our left, but down below there's Rydal Water. That's just in front to our right hand side. That's where we're going, straight through the wall, and hopefully Alcock Tarn will be somewhere on the other side. Let's go and have a look. And here we are, it's just in front of us. And as you can see, she's pretty frozen. But there's 3 or 4 people up here, so it's worth it. Well, I'm having to take this in 3 or 4 shots because it's pretty big, really. So we're heading forward now, down the left-hand side of the lake, and looking for somewhere for a cup of tea. Well, we've just been talking to that couple you saw a minute earlier, and they said you can get through, so we can complete the walk. That's great news. And the second good bit of news is that looks like a good sun trap. That's where we're having our cup of tea. Well, we've had our cup of tea, and this is the view we've been looking at for the last half an hour. You must admit that looks pretty impressive, does that? That's just to your right hand side. Sun's staring me straight in the face, but I don't mind that. Just before we head forward, that's looking to our left. We're just taking 1 or 2 shots just before we move. So we head forward now through the gate. Walking round the side of that rock, and then we'll be heading downhill then. There's so much to film, but we'll have to leave that for now and keep going. And as we come round the corner, look at that for a view. You'd think you're in Austria somewhere. We're heading down towards that small rock pile in the middle. Let's give you a shot to our right. And again, it's quite icy, so I think we'll be buying some crampons for when we come here again. But we're taking it easy. It's not too high. We're not rushing, and it's well worth it. And as we head towards them rocks I showed you, we look to our right hand side, and as you can imagine, there's a giant waterfall coming down off the top. And there's just a bit of it there, look. And there's the top. We keep heading down now. That's just looking to our right hand side. We'll stop to take another picture or 2. So we're heading downhill pretty steeply now. We're bearing slightly right towards the corner of them trees. Right, well, we're down to the corner of the trees now. We look down below to our right, slightly back. We've got a waterfall there and another one in front of it. So we're heading forward now, walking down the side of the wood. As you can see, the path leads down to the water and the bridge is gone. But if we look to our right hand side, we've spotted somewhere to cross. We wouldn't be doing this if it was raining today. We'd leave this walk, but on a dry day it looks safe enough. So we've crossed to the other side. That was quite easy. Right, let's keep going. Just below where the bridge was, there's a house. We're heading down towards the road now, through the gate, onto the tarmac. You can see where the floods have took part of the wall out, just behind me, at the side of this road. Down at the bottom of the hill, we turn left. We just keep bearing right downhill to the main road. On our right hand side we've got Helm Crag. You'll walk by the side of the Swan Hotel. Just cross straight over, walking down Swan Lane, and that'll take you back into Grasmere. We're slowly making our way back through Grasmere village towards our car, passing St Oswald's Church on our left hand side. You can go into the churchyard and see Wordsworth's grave, and you've got the gingerbread shop just outside it. We hope you've enjoyed our walk in the Lake District from Grasmere up to Alcock Tarn round. You've been walking with the taxi driver today.